Everyone, it's Cade. I'm editing the podcast, and as you might expect, I fucked up. I fucked up just a little bit. I didn't press things on the recording box, so our audio is there. You can hear all of us, but it's definitely not as crisp as usual. I'm sorry. We'll be back to normal next week. I fucked that up. Enjoy the podcast.
Welcome back to the Cade and Joaquin Talk at You podcast, episode 23 of season 1. Yes. Smashing.
We are back.
We're back and we're back for
another episode.
very intelligent Tim Curry impressions.
I saw this video last night.
You're covered in sparkles. I'm sorry, I just had to say. Your head is sparkling right now. It could just be sweat, but we made some sparkle shirts today.
Yeah.
I drew the crab from Moana on one and Mr. Krabs on the other. I'll show him.
But
I'll put him up.
Yeah.
If you're listening, imagine the crab from Moana drawn in Sharpie and Mr. Krabs, but he's naked.
But it's the big Mr. Krabs where he's like Giga Crab.
Giga
Crabs.
Eugene! That's how plankton sounds.
I saw this video last night and it was Mike Myers like going over like his most iconic roles. Mm-hmm. And he said he loves doing Shrek so much he'd make a Shrek movie every year.
I can see it.
I was like, wow.
I watched a video the other night where this guy was explaining, it was like every emotion that you're going to feel during this domino video. And I was watching it and I was like, why does this guy sound like Shrek? And I was like, oh, he's just Scottish. But I was like, is he doing a voice? And I was like, oh no, a region of the world just sounds like Shrek.
Yeah, I would love to go to Scotland.
I hear it's beautiful. Scotland and Wales. I'd love to go inside a whale. Live in the mouth like Pinocchio.
Lives in the mouth of a whale?
Yeah, he gets swallowed by a whale and then he has to make a fire.
Why is he at sea?
I don't know. I don't know.
I didn't know that happened.
There's a large section of Pinocchio where he's living in a whale.
I gotta catch him on Pinocchio lore.
It's a crazy canon.
Yeah.
Geppetto's like, hey, what
Geppetto?
That's who made Pinocchio.
For real?
Yeah, Geppetto.
Wow, what a name.
Lichtenstein. I don't know his last name. Geppetto might be his last name.
Geppetto sounds very Italian.
It
Geppetto.
is. It's an Italian. Pinocchio's an Italian story.
Really?
Yeah.
Never knew that.
I learned that from Aquaman. It might be false.
Aquaman?
Yeah.
You said Aquaman, right? That was weird.
Who was to say?
That was so weird.
Now, Joaquin, I told you that there was something that I wanted to talk to you about on this week's podcast.
Yes.
We have an icon who needs justice. Mm-hmm. And that's the Chiquita Banana Lady.
Who?
You don't know about the Chiquita Banana Lady?
I'm looking it up.
You know Chiquita Bananas?
I don't like bananas, so no.
You don't like bananas?
Mm-mm.
That's a weird... why didn't I know that? It's weird that I didn't know that.
Oh, Chiquita. Oh, I might know this.
She like wears the big fruit hat.
Yeah.
She doesn't have a name. I don't know anything about her. She's not like a Mr. Peanut or a Chester Cheetah who's got lore. I want to know hashtag justice for the Chiquita Banana Woman. It's a really long hashtag.
I just found the name.
She has a name?
Carmen Miranda. Carmen.
Oh my gosh.
Carmen Miranda. Miranda.
Fuck.
And
my whole stance has been shattered. What's her
Who
lore?
was Carmen Miranda? The Chiquita Banana Girl, famous for her hats and costumes, celebrated by Google Doodle.
Google Doodle?
Yeah. It is on her 108th birthday.
Wow. Is she alive?
No.
I was like, dang.
Her real name is Maria do Carmo Miranda da Cunha.
I wish that you just kept going.
Is famous all around the world for her fruit hats, her songs, and samba dancing.
I didn't know she had songs.
Born in Portugal in 1909, the star started out with humble beginnings, working a tie shop at the age of 14.
She's a star?
Yeah.
Is she not associated with the banana brand?
We're going to get there.
Okay.
She studied at Brazilian National Music, first album in 1929.
Holy fuck.
Success.
I thought you were going to say like 86.
No. A lot of success with Brazilians. She moved to the U.S. in 39. Quickly became a globally recognized star known as by the name of Chiquita Banana Girl. During the war years, hit the big screen, starring 8 of her 14 movies. Holy shit. She was the highest paid woman in the United States.
What?
In 1945.
Oh my god, she's so interesting.
Oh my god. She died of a heart attack in 1955 in August at age 46.
Oh my god.
Her dazzling song performances.
How in the fuck is there not a movie about the Chiquita Banana?
For real, dude,
no one take that.
movie.
No one take that from me.
Where'd they come from? Where the hats come from? They were inspired by the Afro-Brazilian fruit vendors known as baianas, who sold produce in Rio de Janeiro, where she grew up.
Here's what I need us to do. So I need to do a pitch right now. Ana de Armas, you and me. I'll write the Chiquita Banana Lady movie. You star as Chiquita Banana Lady. I'll be the same guy that Tom Hanks played in the Elvis movie.
I wonder what her story is, man.
I want to know. It's so.
Yeah.
Is there a book? Is there a book about the Chiquita Banana Woman?
I gotta find out, man.
Oh my god! Look at how happy she looks in that photo.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't show you my phone.
Yeah.
I'll send this photo.
I just thought of Ana de Armas because she was the first Spanish actress I could think of.
I mean, she'd be the best one for it, for being honest. I want to look up more about this lady.
I want to know so much. Is there a book? I want a book. Biography book.
Guess what? She died August 5th.
That's one day before your birthday.
Why can't nothing happen on my birthday, dude? Only one thing happened on my birthday, and it's really bad.
Holy shit, this book cost $90.
Copacabana. Oh, Copacabana. If I'm lucky, doll face.
Copacabana.
I had to announce it. What's honestly really fucking impressive, in 1944, she was in 3 movies.
Dude, back then, people used to just fucking pump out movies.
They were pumping them out, dude.
It was crazy. I think one year, not Cary Grant. That's not Humphrey Beauregard was in like 15 movies.
1 year?
I think in 1 year.
Dude, oh my God.
That's why.
Well, it makes sense though because they were probably all made in the same lot.
But here's the other thing. That's why old directors, you'll see them, they got like fucking 150 movies, and Spielberg's only got like 45. You're like, what happened?
I think it was very different when movies were made back then.
It's totally different.
They just like got in front of a screen, did some shit, and that was alright. That's it.
But yeah, listen, Ana de Armas, you and me, Chiquita Banana Lady movie.
That'd be a serious movie though. It can't be like a joking movie.
No, I can put jokes in it.
Somewhere, but it's a documentary though, or a mock,
it's
or
not
a biopic.
There you go.
So it's got to be a little bit more.
Well, you just choose one point in time, you make it fun. I don't know. We'll figure it out. She seems like a fun woman. She seems like she'd enjoy a comedy film based about her.
Wow, 108.
We really blew my shit out of the water.
Really,
I thought she was an enigma. There's so much information about her.
Like I just kept naming off shit like instantly.
It really grew very quickly.
It backfired so quick on you.
It fired regular, and I loved it.
Well, yeah, but you were like trying to like create justice for it.
Yeah, I wanted information about her, and I got it
instantly.
You guys don't gotta tweet about that hashtag anymore, I guess.
Do the hashtag for the movie.
Your hashtag Chiquita Banana Lady movie, helmed by Kate Hogan, starring Ana de Armas.
Yes.
That's the whole hashtag.
Yes.
Oh my god, I'm definitely tweeting out this episode with that.
Please fucking do.
I want to share with you a review I wrote recently for the film The Great Outdoors, which is a film. Big Bear. We reference this all the time. You've never seen it though. It's a very good movie.
Never seen it.
Growing up, my dad and I loved to watch this together. Last year I said to him, "Dad, do you know what I'd love to do with you? Watch The Great Outdoors again." He agreed and said we'd do it the next time I saw him. A few weeks pass. I go to see my dad. He says, "You'll never guess what movie I watched just the other day. It really holds up." "What?" I say, expecting something along the lines of The Last Starfighter, a movie he references all the time and constantly asks if I've seen even though I never have. "The Great Outdoors," he says. My jaw wanted to drop. I wanted to watch that with him. It felt like a special thing that we could do together that was just gone. Something we both could laugh and have fun with, a special moment that we had planned out together, carved out for him and I. And then a funny movie, Big Bear chased me.
You told me about that, so I knew it was happening, but you just kept going to like, you then got emotional about it. I was like, oh my God.
That was the point of that review.
That really hurt.
Yeah, I was actively upset that day, I'll be honest. I was like, "Dad, I fucking asked to watch this movie with you."
Specifically this one.
Because I have such a vivid memory of watching it with him when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And I was so excited to do it with him. And then he was like, guess what I watched? And I was like,
that's pretty fucked up.
Dude.
Gotta admit.
Cool.
Dude, I got glitter everywhere.
Yeah, you're really glittery.
Like the crevices of my fingernails, dude.
Yeah, I have a little bit, but I'm not glitter-tastic like you over there.
I'm glitter-tastic right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh.
And I'm done.
Didn't make an even number.
Well, I just like it when it stops. Sneezing is a fucking waking nightmare for me. I've told you this before, but there was one time where I sneezed for 5 straight minutes.
I should have blown out your ears.
I wanted to die. There's never been a point where I've physically felt worse.
Really?
I've had the flu and just been like awful.
I don't think I've ever had the flu.
I've had the flu a lot.
Oh yeah, you got sick a lot. A way long time.
For a very long time, I was getting sick left and right. Yeah, until I was 15. What was the worst sickness you ever had, or like the funniest sickness?
The worst I ever had.
Mine was not the worst, but the funniest that I had was in the 5th grade. I threw up so hard that I broke every blood vessel in my face. So it looked like it kind of looked like I'd been peppered with a buckshot on my face.
I think the worst, or the funniest, I guess, was back in the 4th grade, and I was very constant. Like I had bad constipation out of nowhere, and I remember going to the bathroom trying to take a shit, and the turd was stuck, like it wasn't coming out completely. I remember wrapping my fingers up.
Oh, I don't like this story. You've told it to me.
Yeah.
I don't like this story.
And then I remember like a kid came in, and I knew him. I was like, "Can you please get help? I'm in so much pain." Then Mr. Jepson, Mr. Jepson came in, checked on me, and he carried me with my ass hanging out.
You didn't pull up your pants.
Well, initially I did, and then he realized, like, "Okay, pull your pants up." I was like, "Oh my god!" I was like, "Okay." I was just in so much pain. I wasn't like thinking straight. And then I pulled my pants up.
Walking down the fucking elementary
No, he was
school
carrying me
hallways.
like this, like a firefighter.
Yeah, with your ass out.
Yeah.
That would have been such a funny time to poop.
And then and it was so weird. The timing was fucking impeccable.
Uh-huh.
I got a call the moment I walked into the front office. Like the teacher got a call.
I just like imagine you gotta is Joaquin there? And then you're like, hello.
Oh my god.
Do you have a time to talk about our current presidential election? I do actually.
So we got in the classroom. The guy got a call, and they're like, "Joaquin, someone's here to pick you up." And I was like, How'd they know?
Yeah.
And then I fucking like limp. Because my asshole was in so much pain, dude. I limped all the way to the goddamn office, and my grandfather was surprising me. I was like, "Oh my god, I'm so happy you're here!" Like I'm in so much pain. Then he took me to BJ's to get a churro, which like
that's a weird.
I mean,
that's a real grandpa move.
Yeah, I mean, I was happy I had a churro, but at the same time, I was like, "Oh my butthole! I just want to go home. I want to go home so bad."
One
No, it was
time,
Costco. Sorry, it was Costco.
No shit.
Even worse.
We're gonna get sued.
Yeah.
One time on this show, I asked you about would you fuck a soup, and you got upset with me discussing how this would be bad for your future image, and you just told a story where you literally reached into your own ass to shovel out shit.
8 years. I wasn't even 8 yet. I was like 7.
I'm just saying.
I was like 7 years. I didn't reach into my asshole. It was hanging out. And I tried ripping it out.
So many of our friends listen to this show now.
Fucking, well, you asked me. It was my funniest sickness, and that's what it was.
I just love.
That's legitimately the funniest one.
I just love that there is many people who we're friends with or people we only know a little bit who now know that story about you.
I wouldn't have not told them.
Oh, yeah, I know. But it's just a great story.
They find out one way or another.
I also want to loop back to the Chiquita Banana Woman for just one more second. I did think about that because I was like, a great episode for the episode title would be Justice for the Chiquita Banana Lady. And now it's been fucking blown out of water.
You can still do it.
I can still do it.
Yeah, usually when I'm sick, I never have like funniness. I'm usually just always in bed just like,
yeah.
I'm tired. Cause I'm always like hot, cold, sweaty.
I always end up in strange situations because I'd always be so sick so often that I'd have to go do things.
Mm-hmm.
There was one time when I was little, like 2, that was really scary sick because I had pneumonia. And Nana was like, she called my mom Shogun and she said, "Hey, you should take Cade to the hospital." And she said, "He's fine," and then hung up. Then she got home that night and I was so sick and couldn't breathe that my skin was sucking through my rib cage. And she was like, "Oh my god, you have."
How old were you?
2. Yeah, I don't know how I'm alive.
What the fuck, yeah.
But more recently, I got so sick it hurt to move back in December after we finished shooting Parade Float. At this time, I was dating someone, and we had already planned to go see Spider-Man. And we went out and got sushi beforehand. I had 1 piece of sushi, and then I both felt incredibly queasy and incredibly full. And then we're like, we'll take this home. And then we left, forgot all the sushi. But then I remember sitting, watching Spider-Man. My hands were at my side. It was 15 minutes into the film. And I realized, I don't know if I can move. I sat there. I felt like stone, solid stone. I kept watching the screen. I was like, maybe I'll move eventually. I didn't move an inch for that entire film. At the end, I was like, okay, I may legitimately have to ask her to help me out of this chair. Because I was scared. I was so scared because I couldn't fucking move. I did get to take a picture with Spider-Man beforehand, though. He was in the lobby. That was
cool.
fucking awesome.
That's cool. Did you just get up or like?
I don't remember.
Okay.
I barely remember getting home. I remember the next day she was like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "No." And I was home alone.
That's fucked up.
I felt awful.
I remembered a different funny story time. I was sick.
Wait, funny story time.
I'm gonna think of words. So when I was a little kid, I was probably I think it was around two or three maybe.
Mm-hmm.
My dad, we went to like this. I think it was like the beginning of football season. We're still living in San Francisco. We went to like a family's house.
I think
you know the story. And we went to like one of his friend's house or whatever, and I was just fucking like 2. I ate everything, and I was just chowing on some fucking guacamole, just chowing on it, right? And all of a sudden, time goes by, and I just start crying. Like, I'm losing my mind, like, freaking out. My dad's like, what the fuck's going on? Like, everyone's freaking out. Because I'm like, there's baby crying, and baby crying in pain. And I was in fucking pain, dude. And my dad was like, I don't know what to do. And they're like, take him to the hospital, get him to the hospital. My dad fucking speeds all the way to the hospital. Because, I mean, I'm screaming Bloody Mary, basically.
I've never heard that version of that expression. I've heard
Really?
Bloody Murder, but not Bloody Mary.
I probably meant to say murder, but Mary's what came out.
Yeah, okay.
And then we get to the hospital, and they get there, and like they do X-ray scans. We're like, we don't know what's wrong with them. My dad's like, oh my fucking god. And everyone's kind of like sitting there, kind of thinking they're talking, and all of a sudden, little 2-3-year-old me, you just fucking hear. And while that happens, everyone just slowly looks at me. He's like, what the fuck? And then all of a sudden, literally, my dad said when it happened, I went, ah. And they're like, well, that's what's wrong with him. And I just went home.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
I think it's so weird that when you were a little kid, you had blonde hair.
Yeah. I had really blonde hair.
It's really weird.
I was almost died on a Cheerio, too.
What?
A literal food that is meant to not kill babies.
Yeah.
Almost died.
When I was little, there was a bunch of baby books that like said you can't give kids strawberries. And my dad was eating strawberries, and I was just sitting next to him. And I was looking at him. He was like, "Why can't you give a kid a strawberry?" And then he gave it to me, and I started immediately choking. He was like, "Fuck, that's fine." And then, like, my mom started running back. She was like, "What's wrong?" He was like, "Nothing's wrong.
I didn't do anything I wasn't supposed to do."
Cade, why'd you grab that fruit? He jumped up, grabbed it right out of my hands.
Like your dad's Seinfeld, though.
I loved him. It'd be so funny. My dad talked exactly like, "What's the deal with this kid? He crosses his legs. Where's his penis go?" That's what I feel like he imagines whenever I cross my legs.
Oh my god.
I feel like he's like, that can't be comfortable.
I think the same thing, but I don't think your penis disappeared.
Where's it go? Does he suck it in? Does it pop off? Does it go to the 4th dimension? What does he do? That's probably why I was so comfortable in the Playboy outfit, because I'm so used to
It had to have been.
cross
I
leg.
was in so much pain.
Yes, you were.
Excruciating. Oh, fucking! Why have
We talked
Thank you for
about
300 subs.
Oh yeah, we have 300 subscribers
Thank
on
you
YouTube
so
now.
much. We didn't mention that.
This is really cool.
To be fair, though, we got 300 after last episode came out, I think.
Correct.
Right?
We got a lot after last episode came out.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
This podcast has been really successful so far for us.
Hope it keeps going.
Yeah, keep it going, guys. Literally, in the 4 months we've been doing this podcast, we've doubled our audience.
Yeah.
Which really goes to
It's
show
insane.
you how bad a fucking idea a gaming show was for us.
Yeah.
But we did it.
It was fun, though.
I had a great time.
Me too. I don't regret it.
I don't regret a single moment of it.
I regret
Except
one
for,
thing.
what do you regret?
I got yelled at
By me?
by an ex-girlfriend.
Why'd you get yelled at?
Because I said that I was ready for a relationship.
Oh, yeah.
Texted me saying asking if I was ready for a relationship, and I was like, no, I just say things when I'm on the show because I'm just, I black out or whatever.
I mean, it's crazy.
You should watch what you say sometimes. I'm like, yeah, that's fair.
That's fair. You make a good point.
That's a good point.
No arguments here. We've been to Michael's a lot in the past few weeks.
We have.
It's insane to me.
Yeah.
Michael's, Target, and Barnes & Noble. That's the hot spots for catering. If you ever want to meet us in person, hang out
at one of those three.
Hang out at your local.
Yes, your local.
Yours.
Mm-hmm.
Not
we'll be there.
Ours. Yours.
We will
Because
be
we
there.
might share the same one.
We'll
be in the religion section.
If that ever happens,
We've run into someone at Barnes & Noble.
that it's like a fan. I don't know how I would react.
Fan. I don't know how I'd react to anybody. Even if it's someone we know, like Audrey or Cassandra, they're like, just when I meet a normal friend and I'm out in public, one time.
That's fine because I know them.
Well, here's the thing: when the RoboCop remake came out with Joel Kinnaman, I went to see it. I think opening night, and me and my parents sat I mean, right the fuck next to Isaac and his dad. Right next to them. We didn't know that we were going to be at this film. We said no words to each other.
Why?
And then we all left independently.
Why?
And then in the car, I said, it's pretty cool that Isaac was there. And they're like, what are you talking about? I was like, we sat right next to him. They're like, why didn't you say anything?
Why didn't you say anything?
Isaac didn't either.
That is so weird.
It is very weird. I don't know why.
That's like if I saw you somewhere, I didn't say hi.
I don't know why we did that. It is weird.
That is so weird. That is so fucking weird.
It's really weird. One time when I was dating that girl for Spider-Man girl, Isaac and Chloe went to Target and they just ran into her and they're like, hey. She said nothing back.
Wow. Well, to be fair, she was a capital
Don't
B.
Don't be mean.
I
People
don't
have
care.
choices. I will say, and I want to share this story. I had a good couple months with her. It wasn't like the best relationship, but I had a nice time, and I hope that she's doing fine. I don't care.
She power played you, dog.
It's so funny. Let me tell you the story of how she broke up with me. So I had wanted to break up with her because we were just like there was like a week and boom, everything changed. Also, I made her a cake on her birthday and did not even get a hug. So I was like, that's weird. But I got shit got made up for me on that day when as I was driving out, I saw a Jeep that had Queen Elizabeth on the side, and I was like, "What is that?" I have a video of it. I'll put it on the screen.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
Queen Elizabeth.
She was a gamer, so you know that she was cool. Anyway,
What that means?
she has a Wii. She has a gold-plated Wii,
She does.
Yeah.
That's fucking awesome.
and I guess she played Wii bowling, so she was a gamer.
That is awesome.
But I was talking to.
Gold-plated Wii.
I was
Wow.
just sitting around and I was trying to figure out, like, okay, I need to figure out how I can break up with her gently and nice. I don't want to be mean. And Isaac calls me and he says, have you seen have you seen this girl's Instagram story? I say, no, I haven't. I go check it out and it says, if you're going to be alone on February 14th, Valentine's Day, I'm going to be alone on February 14th, Valentine's Day. So if you want to do something together on February 14th, Valentine's Day, I'd love to do something with just anyone on February 14th, Valentine's Day. So I was like, wow. Guess that is how I'm getting broken up with.
And it's really funny because you were coming to me and Isaac for days before that.
I really didn't want to hurt her. And then I just sat there.
And it's funny because Isaac was like, you should probably do this and this. And I was like, man, fuck that bitch. Do what the fuck you want to do.
You were very violent
I
about
was
it.
like, do your own thing.
I sat there on the phone with Isaac, and I went, huh. Honestly, what a fucking power move, though. Like, I was not even upset, because I was going to break up with her anyway.
Yeah.
But that way, I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
Great story.
Like, you lost, but out of respect.
I have nothing but respect for that way of
that's a
breaking up
great
with
way to
people.
go.
Audrey wanted to break up. Well, she'll be upset with me for telling this story, but I'm going to tell it anyway. She wanted to break up with her. I don't know if they were boyfriend girlfriend, but they were dating at the time. And I said, you know what you should do? Instagram story breakup. It's a power move. And she was like, I'm not doing that. I was like, it's a fucking such a power move. Then she posted something on Instagram, and one of the friends that she was with, where she took these photos, they're like, you should just say single and ready to mingle as the description. I was like, why the fuck are you not doing these power moves?
So good.
You're trying to start your villain arc and you're not fucking power moving.
Audrey. Yeah, Audrey.
What are you doing?
Villain arc.
Villain arc starting. Funnily,
you know what just hit me hard as shit? Just saying that.
Huh.
Because Sanya's gonna be the first person to hear my fucking constipated story. Oh, God.
It's also funny because I don't think Audrey listens to the podcast.
Oh, that's okay.
But she's gonna hear about that. She's like,
She will.
yeah. She has many sources of people who will just be like, hey, they're talking bad about you on the podcast.
And all we do is like, what the fuck, Audrey?
Yeah.
That's all we did. Love you, Audrey.
Love you, Audrey. No, don't bring it close. I'll edit it together and post. I'll make it a heart and post. I won't.
I know you.
When I'm editing it, I'm gonna be like, I'm too tired.
I know. Happens every time.
What? Dude, it takes me 3 hours to edit every episode of the podcast.
Oh, yeah, because you got to go through it.
I have to go through it. I have to cut the different cameras. I have to fix the audio. Yeah. It's a lot. I don't know why. Also, for every movie we've made, I've never been like, you know what I should do? Run the audio through the thing to make it sound good like I do for the podcast. I just thought of that yesterday.
Oh my God.
Are
you serious?
Yeah, I've been like meticulously being like, fuck, how do I make this better in the editing?
And then
I could
go edit the podcast an hour later. Doop, 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 and
yeah,
that's it.
what the fuck am I thinking? What's wrong with me? What's the deal with my brain? I mean, is it not being able to process simple things about things that I'm doing literally every week? Kramer.
Yeah.
I just killed George. He's dead, Kramer. Oh, Jerry.
I like how my mic stand broke first 2 sessions, and ever since then, it's just I'm freeballing it.
We got you a second one, and you broke that one too.
That was like that one I couldn't really like. It just happened.
I watched an old video of ours today where we played Dark Souls blind, and you had a mic stand in it. I was like, that's so weird.
Dude,
I'm so used to you without
If you have
it.
not watched that video, go to our channel.
Highly
It's
recommend.
our, what is our channel?
It's the channel trailer.
Channel trailer. Watch that video. I love that video.
It's very good.
It's definitely our magnum opus so far.
I remember one time we went to Best Buy, and someone was like, what do you guys do? Like, what are you guys getting this for? I was like, we do a podcast where we talk about farts. You were like, why?
I was like, why would you say that?
It feels like a really good description of the podcast.
Not really. I don't be a fart exclusive. Like, for
We
that
talk
lady,
about farts.
we're a fart exclusive podcast now.
We could mend that. We can go to Best Buy. Let's not go inside the Best Buy, but let's stake out, and then we go inside the Best Buy, and then don't work up the courage to talk to her. But how come I am able to reference so many memes that you like unearths a Jimmy Neutron brainstorm for you?
Because like, I guess because I'm always up to date on memes that are going on, so I forget about ones that are old.
Like,
so and you are like catching up, I guess, on memes. So like, you just don't mention them at all until like you think about an old one, like Damn Daniel.
yes,
Which I haven't heard since middle school. And you said it out of fucking
ago.
nowhere. That was 2 months ago.
No, it wasn't. I think it was like 3 weeks ago.
Fuck, I want to say that was 2 months ago. I'd be afraid.
Well, somehow we've only been doing this podcast for 4 months.
Yeah, maybe once a week. So yeah, makes sense.
It's just crazy. You're crazy. You guys are crazy.
You crazy. You crazy.
Full House theme song. Play a Full House theme song. No, not you. That's Friends. That's still Friends. I don't know. I don't know what this one is. Oh, it's still. Hey! What's the deal with Cade and Joaquin talking?
You sounded like the Lego. Remember, like the Lego commercial?
Hey!
Why do they always do that for their commercials?
It was it wasn't before. It was they'd be like, a boat has fallen to Labor Harbor, and now we need to figure out what to do. And then they'd pan over to a thing that was destroyed, and they go, hey! And then they'd be like, only you can save the city by building the new toilet at 4,000.
I don't get why that was what they chose though. As like the
Gets your attention, does it not?
That's a good fucking point. It does get your attention.
Good marketing choice.
It's actually a very good point.
That's why you choose.
That's a
That's
good point.
in YouTube video editing. I think I'm a master at.
Yeah, I'll say that.
I'm pretty okay now. I'm working with
Pretty
NerdSync.
good. I mean, you work for a company.
I work for a company. I work at NerdSync. Love. Hey, Scott, come on the podcast.
I would love to have Scott.
Dude,
on the
having
podcast.
Scott on the podcast would be so cool. I have no actual moxie to ask him.
You could wait a couple months.
I could wait a couple months. I feel like he
fly
might.
him out. No, we could just do it on like Skype or something.
He's close to us.
Really?
We could just drive up to
Where?
him. You guys don't get to
I
know.
don't get to know.
Yeah, we could just
Starts with an F.
Franklin.
What if that was a state?
Franklin
What if every state name
was a regular
someone's name?
What if we lived in Greg?
George is Greg?
George
Well,
is
Carolina would be North Carolina's be like
Greg.
Carol.
No.
Greg.
I like that it's Greg.
I saw this TikTok clip and it was like some guys like there's a place in the world named Jordan. Like that's fucking ridiculous. That's stupid. And someone in the
Wait
back,
till he learns about Chad. What? Is that
those
really
are literally the words I was about to say.
the words I just said?
This is what you
Wait
said.
till he learns about Chad.
Yes. That is so weird. Dude, what the fuck?
I'm funny, I guess.
I was like you literally took the words out of my mouth.
We have a strange
That is so
mental
weird.
connection.
I want to go to Chad. I don't know where. I think it's in
It's
Africa.
in Africa.
Yeah, I
I believe it's on. I think it's close to I don't care. I don't know. It might be close to Madagascar. It could be close
I don't
to.
know what goes on in Chad, but I want to go just to say I've been to Chad.
Is it in South Africa or is it in North Africa?
Fuck, Africa's huge,
Africa's
dude.
Africa's
It's the
not
largest continent in
okay.
the world. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Like single landmass, like
Yeah.
not connected by like a body of water that goes through it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure it's those single
Africa.
largest. Because
Well, Antarctica's bigger, but
yeah, that's true. Well, I know all of North America fits in the top half, like our top
Africa.
corner of Africa, and that's insane.
yeah, that's crazy.
That's bananas.
We should go to a high school and sneak into the talent show just so that we can finally live that dream of me singing Yakko's World at a talent
Dude,
show.
We do karaoke night.
Oh, we could do a karaoke night. I want to go in full costume.
Then I'll get into like a black suit. Or
Yeah,
black and
I'm
white
dressed as
suit.
an Animaniac.
Like I'll be like a Men in Black dude who's in the back.
I've gotten most of the song down. At this point, I know a lot of. I have to do it now. United States, Canada, Mexico, Panama, Haiti, Jamaica, Peru, Republic Dominican, Cuba, Caribbean, Guyana, El Salvador, Puerto Rico, Colombia, Venezuela, Honduras, Guyana, and still Guatemala, Bolivia, then Argentina, then Ecuador, Chile, Brazil, Costa Rica, Belize, Nicaragua, Bermuda, Bahamas, Honduras, San Juan, Paraguay, Uruguay, Triana, Barbados, and Guam, Norway, Sweden, and Iceland, and Finland, and Germany now in one piece, Switzerland, Austria, Czechoslovakia, Italy, Turkey, and Greece, Poland, Albania, Ireland, Romania, Thailand, Russia, Oman, Bulgaria, Saudi Arabia, Hungary, Cyprus, Iraq, and Iran. There's no, fuck, I jumped to Africa.
It's okay.
Fuck. Where was I? Fuck. India, Pakistan, Burma, Afghanistan, Thailand, Cambodia, Indonesia, Bangladesh, China, Korea, Japan, Indonesia, the Philippine Islands, Taiwan, Sri Lanka, New Zealand, Borneo, and Vietnam, Tunisia, Morocco, we're in Africa. I don't know Africa. I don't know Africa good.
Isn't the end like?
It's Creamer, Rectania, then Transylvania, Monica, and Liechtenstein, Australia, Sudan. There you go. Warner Brothers, pay me money, or I guess I won't pay you, but I listened.
What is nose in Spanish?
I have no idea. I listened back to an episode of the podcast yesterday, which I've never done before because I always just edit it and then like, there we go. I don't need to watch it again. And I realized I talk really fast.
I mean, you talk fast, but I also talk fast, so I don't think it really.
We're talking about a minute.
Yeah, I don't think it's really that much of a big deal because I kind of notice it. Like, it doesn't really affect me. I don't really notice it.
We are never at a point where nobody can really understand what we're saying, but I'm pretty sure we're at a point where
I mean, it's fine for me because I really understand what you're talking about. Because I think it's totally fine because we've done this for like multiple years, like 7 years now. I think it's pretty sure.
I think that we're hitting. I think we might even be hitting 8, but I'm not too sure about that. The problem with talking really fast is that you're talking too fast for the brain to keep up. So then you're talking too fast, and then you're at a point where your brain's trying to figure out what you're going to say next, but you're already at the point where you're talking out loud.
Wow,
was that too fast?
That was insane.
That I hit too fast?
That was pretty impressive though, because then I saw like you actually were like oh my god, what am I going to say right now? Oh my god, what's going on?
I was on the edge of falling off.
That was pretty impressive.
I don't know how I did that. I could be an auctioneer.
I feel like I'm talking so slow now after doing that.
I don't know. This up.
I don't know if it's like me actually.
I can't tell. It feels like we're talking in slow motion.
Yeah. What's happening?
I'm freaking out. I'm freaking out.
I don't like this.
I don't like it either. For real, I can't tell if we're talking normal anymore.
I want to eat an apple right now.
An apple?
An apple.
Por qué?
I don't know. It's apple season right now.
It is.
And there's a big sign in front of my work that's like apples. And all different kinds of apples.
Do you like an apple cider?
I like apple cider.
It is good.
I haven't had it in a while, but have you ever had it hot?
I have had it.
Having it hot's pretty good. Bless you. Bless you. Bless you. Bless you. Bless you. Bless you. I remember, I don't know where I was, but
I'm sneezing so much on this podcast. I apologize, everyone. I was sick earlier this week, and I just got no control over my body.
Might have been like a school, like breakfast brunch thing or something like that. I don't remember. No, it was at work. It was at work, and I grabbed like these 3 powdered donuts and 2 of like the like kind of plain donuts, I guess. As you can see, it's an elephant in natural habitats, calling for anybody to mate with it. But I remember being on lunch and eating those things, and I was just having a great time because it was like a nice hot apple cider, these like little small donuts that weren't sweet, crazy sweet. They were like just like delectable.
Delectable means that it tasted really good.
Yeah, yeah. It was fantastic. It was a great time.
One time I blew my nose so hard I couldn't hear out one ear for 3 days.
I remember I was sick a couple, maybe like a month ago, maybe 2 months ago, and I was so congested I couldn't hear.
I've never been so congested. It was only because I blew. Because it was like, I remember it was Thanksgiving.
Do this.
I remember it was Thanksgiving, and I walked into the room where we were all eating, and I was blowing my nose, and then I realized, oh fuck, I can't hear out of my left ear. So then I was like doing this, and I'm like, what do I do? What do I do? Who do I tell? What do I do?
Well, I think, can you like, when you exhale out of your nose, like exhale your nose hard. Can you imagine doing it out of your ears as well?
No, because I only imagine it as Looney Tunes.
Like I can feel it kind of like in my ears. Like I do something on exhale.
I want to tell a story now, unrelated but kind of related.
Okay.
When I was
I'm apple cider now, man. Fuck.
When I was 16, maybe no, I don't know if I'd met you yet.
Real quick, is it weird that we can say that now?
When I was 16,
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, it's kind of weird now, right?
I can say when I was you can too. We can both say when I was a
when we were
teenager.
teenagers, yeah.
That's fucking weird.
It's weird, right?
I don't like it.
It's weird.
When
Time flies, man.
I was 13 to 15, maybe 16. I went up to the lake with my dad and Isaac.
You definitely didn't know me then because I went to lake with you every year.
Yeah. Had gotten sunburned on my legs, all of my legs. And earlier that day, I had held on to a a standing surfboard thing, paddleboard. And I tried to swung up so that I could wrap my legs around it. I didn't know there was a fin on the bottom. Felt like I chopped my dick in half. Like right down the center. Hurt so much. And it kept hurting.
Did you check?
Yeah, it was fine. Well, here's what happened. We got aloe vera to put on my legs to help the burn. And they're like, this will make it hurt less. And I went, oh, this will make it hurt less. I want to put this on my penis because it hurts still.
It was a whole different injury.
I didn't know the properties of aloe vera. So I do this and I'm like, this is really slippery. Now, I think I either had an allergic reaction or I got aloe vera in my dick hole. Because the next morning, I woke up in some of the most pain I have ever felt with a completely red penis that looked like it had swallowed and subsequently choked to death on a golf ball that was stuck in the middle of it. And I was like, oh, sweet, merciful God, this is the most pain I've ever felt. And I didn't want to tell anyone because I was like, this is so embarrassing. I'll just try and play it off. But it hurt to walk. Walking and just having it shift around was so painful. It stung and fucking hurt. So eventually I told Isaac, and I was like, Isaac, I have a problem. He's like, I don't know how to help you. We go to play mini golf. Now, mini golf is a lot of walking. And we're going through this. And I feel like I've entered labor. My dick is screaming in pain. It's searing hot. It's painfully hot. At the end, I had to sit down and I was like, oh my God. 2 days pass. The golf ball swelling finally dies down. I get back home. And what I did not expect, and what you never really expect as a man, but I do think that truly...
Did peeing hurt?
Peeing did hurt.
Oh, fuck.
Now, here's the other thing. What I'm about to say is something that I think should happen to a man every month, because I feel like it's an equivalent for a period. Mm-hmm. My dick was molting like a snake. So, for roughly an hour and a half, I sat on my toilet, picking dead skin off of my penis.
God, dude. That is so bad.
It was a nightmare.
I imagine.
I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. I wish it on Hitler, but
yeah.
Everybody would.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was awful. So, moral of the story, moral of this podcast, do not put aloe vera on your penis. Do not.
At all.
Ever do that. Never, ever, ever put aloe vera on your penis. Unless you've burnt it somehow.
I know what icy hot feels like on it.
Next week on the podcast, we will see what icy hot... We will not.
No, God, no.
Unless Icy Hot sponsors us. They wouldn't want that. No, that's bad advertising for Icy Hot, but good advertising for us.
All publicity is good publicity.
Yep. Icy Hot burns off the penises of 2 podcast
Someone's
hosts.
had done it before.
Absolutely. Everybody's done something.
Yeah.
How else do you think we learned that putting aloe vera on a penis isn't good? Someone had to do it. Someone had to try to do it. And that someone was me. I'm like the Neil Armstrong of putting shit on my penis.
Oh, ew. Ew. What a bad thing to do. Putting random shit like, fuck, what is it called? Borax or whatever the fuck it's called?
Oh, shit.
Yeah, that green shit?
That wouldn't be good.
Is that what it's called? Borax?
I don't know, but I was thinking, my brain immediately went to Rogaine.
Oh. What would that would do?
It'd make you have a big bush.
But what do you put it on your penis, though?
Tree.
What the fuck are we talking about?
I don't know. This is what people tune in for. Did you hear that the other week J.K. Rowling tried to publish a book under a pseudonym just to see how it would be based off of her writing alone. And within less than a day, her publicists had to say, J.K. Rowling wrote this book. Read this book. Because it was selling so poorly.
Fuck that bitch though. I mean,
I do not like J.K. Rowling.
I don't think anybody does anymore.
No one does.
I mean, people like her work, but at the same time,
yeah, I feel like if you separating the art from the artist is a big thing, and there's some very good Harry Potter stuff, like the movies.
The movies are very good.
The movies are very good. I like them.
Good, very good. I'm trying to binge watch them.
I haven't seen them in a long time, but I liked them. And I really liked. When I was little, I really, really liked them. And as you can tell, I look like Daniel Radcliffe nowadays. So
little
Danny boy, come on the podcast, dude. Daniel Radcliffe would be so much fun on the podcast. You're not getting your own microphone. Just tell.
Why?
I looked at a receipt that I had because I have a business receipt from buying these microphones. Because I was like, maybe this counts as a business expense. And there's $900 for these 2 microphones.
But it's Daniel Radcliffe.
Yeah, you said the same thing for Jeanette McCurdy, and everybody's sharing a microphone.
Why?
I think it's really funny.
I feel like by the time that we get guests, we have like a whole like setup for a podcast.
You think we'll have a whole setup of like a
Instead of being on
podcast
the
producer?
couch, yeah. We have like a little background thing going on.
People are gonna hate that. They're gonna be like, "What's this change? Change? We're doing change on the podcast?"
We'll still be on chairs or a couch.
I think that we should always be on a couch.
It'll be like on a bigger couch though. We go like section it.
What if we get smaller?
I don't think we get much smaller than we are right now.
We aren't close.
We are very close.
Chloe tells us that she feels like we feel really far away, even though we're within reaching distance.
You can see your mic.
Yeah, I'm right here.
And you look, if I do this, arm.
All the time your arm is flopping in and out of my shot just based off the way that you sit. You've been very like tight and like hot cocoa holding your mic today though.
I don't know what's
2
going
hands.
My arm's just tired.
Your voice cracking left and right. We should have done some vocal warm-ups. Joaquin's hitting second puberty.
Oh no.
One time
I just always talk like this now.
that would suck.
I would fucking hate my life.
I would hate
if
that.
I always sound like this.
One time
you couldn't cast me in anything.
I couldn't unless you was casting me as like mobster number 1.
Yeah.
I think I was with
It's fucking Batman.
It's the bat.
It's the bat.
One time I was with Audrey and Ksenia and a third person whose name I don't know if she wants out there. Oh no, she does. It's Melissa. She's credited in Immortality. Yeah. And I burped through an entire sentence, and then Ksenia said, "Cade finally hit puberty," and I said it had to happen sometime because clearly my voice. I actually have listened to my voice. It somehow was higher when I was younger.
It's gotten deeper.
I
don't feel like my voice has gotten deeper.
No, it has.
And then I listen, I'm like, what the fuck, dude? To me, it's still like pretty naturally a little bit more high pitched.
Yeah.
But
you
can hear the bass in my voice now, though.
You cannot in mine. I'm a baritone.
Yeah, you definitely. Is that baritone? I thought baritone.
No clue. Don't know what that means.
Low.
I'm a flaritone.
No, you're treble.
I'm a treble.
You'd be treble.
I'm treble.
I'm like right in the middle.
Whenever I
can't be bass, but I can't be a high pitch. I don't think.
Whenever I get brought home to a girl's parents and I leave, the dad goes, "That kid's treble."
In the back of your head, it's just like a shaved treble clef. It's just,
and I leave going, "Ooh, that kid's treble."
That'd be a good movie.
That kid's treble.
Yeah,
I think that'd be a great musical.
It would be like a Disney Channel exclusive musical.
Oh, Zac Efron. Mm-hmm. Zac at the peak of Efron.
Zac at the peak of Efron.
We're going back into the peak of Efron, I think. Yeah. Everybody loves Zac Efron. He's in that new movie.
He's never not been loved.
There was a time where he'd fallen out of the eye, but he was not like there. I
think he was like transitioning into like a more movie
from
actor.
Disney Channel to like cinema movies.
That was a very different Zac Efron.
Yeah,
because I think he was in that movie.
It was when he got fucking jacked.
Yeah,
Neighbors.
Yeah, that's when everyone was kind of like, "Oh, this
Zac
guy's
Efron
actually funny."
Yeah.
And then he was in Baywatch.
I'm really excited. He has a movie coming out soon called "The Greatest Beer Run in American History" or something.
I'm loving he does movies like that now.
I love that.
They're just ridiculous.
He got cast in an A24 film recently about 3 brothers who are also wrestlers.
Love that.
I'm excited about that one.
I felt that kind of way about like Channing Tatum as an actor. He could definitely be a good like.
Love current Channing Tatum because he's a great leading man. I love seeing him at things, but I love.
He's in fucking Dog right now.
I've heard Dog's very good.
Actually,
I've heard it's very good.
I saw the trailer for that and I thought it was gonna be a fucking.
I thought it was an odd choice. I love how often Channing Tatum will just pop up in something.
Yes, he loves doing a cameo.
He just loves doing a cameo.
Loves doing a cameo.
He was in Bullet Train for like 2 seconds.
He was?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Why'd you spoil that?
because I forgot you hadn't seen Bullet Train.
Fuck. He was in I think I talked about this a couple podcast episodes ago. He was in This Is the End as the Gimp.
Yeah.
The Gimp pet. So good.
But and they said, you don't have to do this every day. He's like, no, I will.
And he was in every scene. He was the Gimp.
Yeah, and there's only one part
Have
where
you
he
seen
takes up his
deleted
mask.
scenes?
No.
There's parts of him in deleted scenes where, dude, so fucking funny.
I haven't seen that entire movie because when I watched it when I was little, it really freaked me out and I didn't like it.
It's kind of like, as a concept.
And
freaky.
I think I watched it when it came out. I was in like 6th grade and I didn't like it. It really fucked with me. And then halfway through, me and my parents were like, we do not like this. Let's watch The Karate Kid. And then we did.
God. Which one? The Jackie Chan one?
Yeah, Jackie Chan one. That's the only one I've seen.
The original one's good, dude.
I will die by the fact that the Jackie Chan one's good. I feel like people don't like that one.
It's really good, but the Ralph Macchio ones are.
I still need to see them, yeah.
They're very good, man.
I know, they're the classics. But so many people.
Mr. Miyagi in the first one of the best performances I've legitimately seen in a movie.
I love Mr. Han. Mr. Han, Jackie Chan.
Dude, Mr. Miyagi, man, we got to watch that one together.
I do have to watch that one. I have a lot of movies I gotta watch.
I know. I give you so many movies to watch all the time. The list is so long.
Watched over 150 movies this year alone.
I know, but there's more.
There's always gonna be more.
There's always more.
I watched a movie called Man of the House recently.
What the fuck?
Which is about Tommy Lee Jones doing witness protection for 5 college-age Texas Ranger cheerleaders. Texas Longhorn.
I'm about to say the baseball team?
Nope. Because they witnessed a murder.
Oh.
And it's about him living in their sorority house with them.
Sounds kind of fun, actually. Was it not?
I won't say anything negative about any movie.
That is such a bullshit fucking lie out of your mouth right now.
I didn't like it very much.
You talk about movies all the time, dude.
I try to be very positive towards film because a lot of people put a lot of hard effort into them. There's flaws in everything, but I think that more or less it should be celebrated that something is made.
Cade,
Mm-hmm.
love you. Most bullshit out of your mouth.
That's
ever.
honestly what I believe.
I know you believe it, but dude, I've heard you rip movies to shreds.
That was old me.
like a month ago.
I will not stand for these allegations.